The following is brought to you by paulakers.net.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the American Innovator. We're going to do a great interview today with Alex Ramirez, and Alex is an amazing lean leader. This is going to be called Ping Pong Lean Interview because we're going to go back and forth. Every response is going to be no more than 30 seconds to 60 seconds. So, Alex, welcome.
Thank you very much for having me, Paul.
Real quickly, tell everyone about yourself, what you do.
I am in charge of operations of a company called Vallourec Tubuloy, and we do OCTG goods, so oil and gas goods, especially pipe connections, premium connections, and accessories.
Approximately how many people are you responsible for?
About 200.
Is there a union involved?
There is not.
How did you find out about 2 Second Lean?
One of our colleagues, his name is Edson, he showed me some videos. His actually words were, "I know, Alex, what I'm about to show you, once I show you, you won't listen to me now." And that was it.
Why did he say that?
I think he knew that I enjoyed that kind of practical, simple way of managing. He knew my style. He's someone that came from Brazil. I think just my style, it goes, we have a lot in common, Paul. Simplicity is absolutely something that I admire.
Simplicity attracts, complexity repels is one of my favorite sayings. So let's start, Alex. What has been the result of the transformation?
Well, basically, the people are very happy. They're more involved, they're engaged. If we talk about numbers, definitely our numbers have improved dramatically. And it's not a 1 month or 1 week, it's a consecutive week through week, month through month. We see it getting better. So definitely we can't deny that just improves the spirit of the people and our numbers. It was hard to get there in terms of mentally going to this mode and stopping and doing 2 Second Lean. I'm very humble that you asked me to interview because all we're doing is applying 2 Second Lean. You showed us what we're doing.
Well, in the spirit of continuous improvement, Alex, maybe that's true, but it's really not in one respect, and I'll explain. Because I laid out a formula for how to deploy and create a transformation, but I think you improved the formula. And this is what I want to uncover today. You're doing something that I have never asked anybody to do, and you're doing it at a higher level. So this is the spirit of 2 Second Lean, and lean in general is what's the improvement that was made that's getting a better result, because that's what we desire. I want you to articulate what it is you're doing that I've never instructed anybody to ever do before that's so unique in creating this astounding result.
So I would say something very, very not rocket science, but unique. I'm in the shop floor. So I'll at least come and spend 4 hours a day, 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening.
I recommend that to everybody. That's something I tell everybody to do. But what are you doing different?
I'm in the shop floor doing improvements with the guys, talking to each and every one of them.
To interrupt you, I recommend people do that. You're doing something different. You are deliberately going on the shop floor and videotaping personally everyone's improvements, compiling that video almost on a daily basis, and then sharing that with the rest of the team.
What happens is in our morning meeting, we have, we present our improvements. And when it started, we had photos of before and after because one of our guys wanted to see the before and after. And little by little, it started to increase. So at one point, there was so many little improvements going on, I could not capture, and I started to see wasting time showing all those and to streamline the improvements. So if I did not give them a chance to stop and look at every photo and just streamline through a video, that's how I came up with doing a video of all of the photos that were captured through the day. So we have the chat, and we have a WhatsApp chat, and in this WhatsApp chat, everybody's posting from managers to great supervisors we have, and we've brought them into the Learning Club. So they're taking videos, they're increasing their level. It's fantastic. They're really, really good. So it's a collaboration of everyone doing videos, photos. So it's a team effort. And so every day before I go home, I do a video. It takes me about an hour and a half to do a video because I want to do it right. And it's very important to the guys to see their efforts up in the screen and share that with the people. And it's very important to the guys to see their efforts up in the screen and share that with the people. And it's very important to the guys to see their efforts up in the screen and share that with the people. And also, since we have 5 locations, being able to share this Yucatan effect, right?
Yeah. So your people are showing before and after pictures and videos of their improvements and posting on the chat, but you're grabbing all that information and compiling it at the end of the day into one video of all the improvements that have been posted. Is that correct?
That is totally correct.
Okay, so this is something I've never told people to do before, ever. And Alex has figured that out because he saw the waste of each individual person presenting by putting it all together in one long running video. It's 4 or 5 minutes long every day. And I receive these from Alex because I'm on different chats with him. It's just like, oh my gosh, look at all the things that are happening. Is that correct what I just said?
Correct.
For everyone listening, if you want to take 2-second lean to the next level, to the Alex Ramirez level, it is necesito that you would grab the videos that your people are doing and celebrate those by you personally taking the time as the top leader to compile a video in iMovie. I'm assuming you're doing it in iMovie.
iMovie, just learn from the best.
Yeah. And you just compile it and then you post it on the chat and everyone can kind of watch this beautiful running video. And then what's happening is you're posting that on other chats around the world because you're involved in other chats and other people are being inspired by the amazing work at Tubeloid. Correct? Correcto. Okay.
Correcto.
Wow. So that is just an awesome, mind-numbing thing. Now,
the difference of having videos and just showing spotted videos on the morning meetings really brought better attention because we were starting to get distracted, and I saw people. When you slow down the rhythm of the kata, I start to see that people start like, okay, let's see the other one. Let's see the other improvement. Okay, now what is it going to say about this one? And when it's a video and it's bam, 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 they're all putting attention because it goes so fast. And so I captivate the team. So that is another point that is very important to understand. Because if not, especially in morning meetings, well, people will be sleeping. So we need to make sure it's active and it's fun with music.
I tell you, no one ever anywhere in the world has ever done this. So one of the things I do, now this is very interesting because I do every year the best FastCap improvements. And it's almost identical to your format, right? And everybody says they love it. And those videos have tens of thousands of views. But the difference is the improvement that Alex came up with is I reserved it for once a year. Alex is doing it every day. Insane.
I'll tell you, I did try to do that. And the thing was about 2 hours long. So I said, I have to stop. There was so many that everybody wanted to say with 200 people, everybody wanted to say their improvements. So that I could not do. I tried, but I could not do. But daily we do it.
Well, we know that the Toyota production system in Lean is a flexible system. So you have to do what works for you and what makes sense for your team. So you've taken the concepts and adapted them at a very high level and very effectively. So now let's talk. I'm talking specifically to other leaders right now. Alex, it's an hour and a half of your time. You're freaking loco, muy loco. What the hell are you thinking? Spending an hour and a half of time of your time making videos on your phone. Are you a child? What the hell is going on here?
My wife tells me the same thing. I'm crazy, but so I get used to it. But no, and in all seriousness, is every second is worth it. When you see the faces and the spirit that impacts our people. You know, we have cells that are remotely. So the fact that I could see them, copying what the improvements are being done in other facilities, just by looking at the videos, that is totally worth it. And I can't be in 5 facilities in every place. So the videos permits us to really motivate and take action on those improvements. It's worth every single second you invest on it.
You would probably have to spend 5 years traveling back and forth to all the different locations, trying to pump everybody up, trying to motivate everybody, which you do with a simple video on a daily basis.
Exactly. So, and if you think of it, if that motivates and does improvements, imagine the benefit of 1 hour of your time or hour and a half, whatever it takes, to the impact in the shop. I mean, there's no price to that, right?
Right.
So if it works, why wouldn't I be doing it? That's
Okay.
nice.
So for all the listeners, this is what I'm going to say. We can't teach you anything. Alex cannot teach you anything. Paul can't teach you anything. All we can do is show you what Alex is doing. It's up to you. If you don't want to be more effective in the way you deploy 2-second lean, if you don't do it. It doesn't matter to us. But this is simply a model that I personally, and I am in contact with thousands of people around the world, just nonstop, all day long. Boom, 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 boom. I've never seen anything like it in my life. I've never seen anybody think to themselves, well, I'm going to spend an hour and a half. I'm a top executive making a video. It just doesn't at the face value seem to make a lot of sense, but it's genius at the very least. It's genius. At the top level, it's muy inteligente. Muy inteligente.
And I'd have to say there's other side benefits to it, Paul, because when I'm doing it, I'm doing the video and I'm looking at the improvements, and it makes me reflect. What is the step they need? Well, for example, what kind of training do we input in the GTM meeting, in our morning meeting? What kind of, if we're talking about a burden, they're fixing a burden, right? Are they doing a Mura? So then I'll teach them about Mura, and that kind of situation. And we try to input. It gives us a thermometer of what's going on. Also, the other point that helped me out, because I'm kind of one of the persons, the main subminister of goods to our lean cave. So it's a little cave, have some goods for people to do improvements and get that creativity juices flowing. So I can see what kind of improvements they're doing. Just give you an example. Last night I saw that they kind of needed a chain, so I'm going to get a roll of little chain so they can put so this kind of thing. Now I start to look for it. Who sells it? Get it in here and get them working. So the tools also and materials that they need to implement that. The other day I needed today to get spatulas, very long spatulas, because we were scraping and repainting something, right? So they didn't have it. So now I'm starting to think, okay, I need to get them some spatulas so they can do that kind of painting work if they want.
And their problems are the problems of the customer, because they affect everybody. So you're making sure that everyone's problems are diminishing and improving so that they can function better and they can deliver more value to the customer. I mean, this is like Harvard MBA stuff times 10, because most people don't understand how important these kinds of activities are.
Yep, take the rocks out of the road so they can go through. So the other point is, maybe I see some people that are not participating doing videos as well, or photos, or doing some kind of improvement or 3Sing. So that gives me the opportunity to spend time with them and see why they're not doing, and talk to their supervisor, say what's going on with such and such, to understand how can we help the people that either don't get it, and sometimes they don't get it, and we need to deal with that. But also some people, they just needed to be refreshed and to explain exactly what is it that we're trying to do, right?
Okay, so Alex, what I'm hearing is that the videos are not the videos. They are a Hansei time for you as the top leader to every day. Hansei means to stop and reflect on what you could have done better, what's going wrong. So this is a deep Hansei time on a daily kata, a daily routine that you perform to really look at what's going on in your plants, so you can see where you need to help them so they can do their work better. So the real benefit that I've never realized right now is this is your Hansei. This is your deep reflection. What do you think?
It's a deep reflection for myself, but also what is interesting, I'll have other managers, other collaborative people in my team come to me and say, did you see that? Did you see the expression he had? He saw waste. So we're getting there. So it also gives us as a team where we're taking the team in order to see waste. We could see the advancement. And so it helps to share between us. And we discuss these kind of things in our club.
So you've got the Hansei, you're reflecting on what you could do better, but also it becomes a metrics or a way to measure how
are they growing into lean thinkers, right? How are they? Are they
Ah,
able to see that waste or not? For example, yesterday, someone decided to put a little magnet that you can ride on to indicate what time are we going to clean the restroom that day, so he doesn't have to go back and forth without having to put a light. So I really said, wow, he really got about waste because he's
yeah.
seeing walking his waste. So that's another step for us, that we see our people identifying waste, and that is very useful for us because we know what direction we're going, or we still need to work on some areas.
We've identified that what Alex is doing is, number one, he's making a daily video compiling all the different improvements. It's fast paced, very quick, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes long, very fast. Correct.
Correct.
That's one.
Yes.
Number two, you have a morning meeting. That's correct.
Yes. Well,
And-
every shift meeting.
Right.
have
Every
four-
shift. Okay.
Yes.
And then how long approximately is the meeting? I want to hit these points pretty quickly.
It's about 40 minutes to
Okay,
sometimes
so-
an hour.
Wow. So quite long. So you're spending a lot of time
Quite
3Sing.
structured.
How long are you spending 3Sing every day?
20 minutes.
20 minutes. So 20 minutes every day, the entire facility, nobody's working, everybody's cleaning, 3Sing, looking for problems.
Yeah, so an hour and 20 minutes every day. And our numbers are getting better. That's what's crazy about it.
Oh my gosh, this is great. Okay, now let's go to the next point because everyone's got to understand what you're doing because I've never seen it anywhere in the world. The next step is you have a book club.
Started with 5 leaders of the plant, really have givers in there and start deploying, talking the same. That was your guidance, right? We took it to another plant, and that was a supervisor level and even lead man's another step
Okay.
behind. So we saw that to be a different level, and actually I saw that to be even more accelerated. It's a different kind of learning club. So we came back into Houston and did another club just with lead mans and supervisors.
All leaders throughout your organization are being trained at maybe higher level thinking and really taking some time to develop their brains.
Absolutely. We have 3 learning clubs now, and we meet every week.
Okay, so you meet once a week. How long? An hour, I imagine?
It's an hour.
Okay,
And it's
very good.
structured. We call it Learning Club because when we started, we saw that by saying a book club, people would roll their eyes and say, oh my God, we're going now into this presentation every week of what we read and we'll be judged. And no, not at all. So we definitely changed it to Learning Club. And we explained to the guys, look, we're going to just gather together and learn together and have fun. So we make it dynamic. We definitely did not use any PowerPoint at the beginning, we thought, but then we got away with it because it needs to be relaxed mode. It's not another meeting, it's a club. And now people really are enthusiastic to participate. So we divided chores. So their task, and it's structured this way, is first we have one person being the leader, the captain of the day. So he or she is the one presenting that chapter of a certain book. But then also we have someone presenting the safety moment. It could be a video, it could be just talk, it could be a picture about some safety topic. Then we have phrase of the day, and we share and what do you guys think about this, and it's really unique. We also have inspirational videos, so someone needs to find a 5, 6, 7 minute video that get everyone juices of creativity going. And then have, obviously, what is very important is the snack, because you don't want to limit someone from participating just because they have to pay a snack. So a very small detail, but very important. Point number 2, we start every meeting in the company, no matter what meeting it is, we start with a safety moment. And the safety moment can be something that happened at home, at work, at the shop, anywhere that we consider that is something that can improve the environment, improve the safety, can improve our health. So we have daily videos by you. We have a 3S time every day. We have a morning meeting. We have a book club. And the last component, unless I miss it, it's a learning club. Okay, learning club. Okay, a learning club. Okay. The next and last point, if I got everything straight, so everyone understands, the formula, the purpose of this video is to lay out the formula that Alex has done and the differentiation that he's done, the spin
the improvements that he's made on 2-second lean, because you've made some significant improvements, and that is the lean cave. Talk about it.
So the lean cave was actually an idea from one of our night supervisors, and he saw a little niche we were using, not very good with tools and things or protectors. So he defined that should be the area where he puts the foam and things like that. And when I saw that, I said I need to help him, and we continued, growing the lean cave to a little thing to now it's growing outside the cave through the wall.
Yeah. I love it.
It is every day we're putting more and more, and sometimes I have to watch out because they do so many improvements. They run out of materials. They're going like, "Where's our foam? Where's our magnets?"
Whoa! Isn't that incredible? Now, so everyone understands contextually what happened here, and this is the mistake that I made. This is my onset. So I'm a carpenter. I've always had a workshop that I could go build things in, and so when I started FastCap, the first thing I did was create a workshop so I could go create improvements. But I never understood how important it was to create a lean cave, because I essentially had a lean cave, but I never articulated it effectively to the lean community worldwide until I saw what Alex did. And this is what I want to make very, very clear. If you want everyone to be effective in lean and improvement, they have to have the tools to do it. They shouldn't struggle to do it. The minute they struggle, they're not going to do it. And that's what I did with with myself, as I created a workshop that I go fix everything. But I didn't say, well, it's easy for me. It was intuitive for me. I'm a carpenter. But for most people, they don't have those accoutrements of a nice shop and tools and cordless screw guns and screws and all that. But that was natural for me. But this is critical that everyone create a lean cave so they can make these improvements and their people can work effectively.
And so now every location is getting inspired by that lean cave. And then in our other plant in Louisiana, they call it Caves and Corner because they found a corner. So they say Caves and Corner, call it whatever, right? But another one, a smaller cell, they put just a big cabinet with some minimum things because there are only like 5-6 people in this little satellite. So they all adapt, but the idea is to have the tools, as you say, because we're metal working people, machining. We didn't have a saw to cut a 2x4, right? This kind of thing is what is facilitated through the lean cave. Yeah.
And I know everybody's thinking right now, but you want me? I'm a metalworking person. Yeah, you want me to buy a miter box saw? You want me to buy a cordless screw gun? We don't use those things. That's going to cost a lot of money. How am I going to do? And you're telling me the numbers have totally supported this kind of activity.
We spend money on the cave.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. And but we cannot afford not to do it.
Now I want to end the interview with this. So when people from outside the company or people from outside your responsibility of the company, other top leaders come to see, what are they thinking about what they're seeing? What are people seeing when they come? What are they like? What's happening?
That's a really great question. So the first impression is they can't believe the engagement of the people. Not only that the place looks fantastic, but it looks nice. There's 3S'ing. It looks great and greater every day. But the engagement and the way the people respond, and they've never seen that before, and that knocks them off their feet. Right. That is a seller right there. And 2 days ago we had a visit, from the Industrial Department of North America, and they were really amazed. So what we did is just walk wherever you wish to walk and ask questions. Open floor. There was not a preset, let's say, routine to do a visit. We did start in the restroom, which knocked them off their feet, but later the responses is what really impacts the spirit and mindset of our people.
Well, thank you for teaching me. Thank you for showing me a better way to deploy 2-second lean. I am so overjoyed because now people around the world can be more effective in the way they do this because of what we've learned from you and your team. And what a great example. And I love your humility. I love your willingness to teach and show the rest of us. And it's just such a joy. So Alex, thank you so much. Is there anything else before we end that you want to tell everyone?
Well, we're not really inventing anything, Paul. We're following what you've taught us. So I'm very pleased that, you asked us to do this interview, and hopefully it helps someone.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Yeah,
you so much.
I'm following what Toyota taught me, and Toyota's following what Ford taught them, and the world is a beautiful place that we all collaborate and work together and help one another. So thanks, Alex.
Thank you. Thank you. Take care.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Brought to you by paulakers.net, where you'll find all Paul's books and lean resources for free, including the new 2-second Lean Play app, like Audible, but free. To listen to Lean is Lean on the 2-second Lean Play app at paulakers.net.